What up, YouTube? It's Naj and Reina back with another.
Drinking things. Woo! Y'all, it's been way too long. It's been way too long.
Been gone for a minute
But now I'm back.
with the jump off.
What's up, y'all? So, like Naj said, it's Naj and Reina. We're back with some reactions for you today. We've been gone for some time. When I got back from Chicago, it was just really hard to get back in the groove, right? Just a lot of stuff to get back working. So I was gone for 10 days, and with my mother being loved and nurtured and treated with all the just love in the world that someone could get, and then had to go back to work. That was not. That was not the time. Okay. So every day I got off work, I was so tired, so I just couldn't even commit to it. So we won't blame Naj. It was me. But what's up, Autumn, Madison, Latoya, and Meg?
What's
All of
going
our
on?
babes. We miss y'all.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
Latoya and Meg. Bendy.
What's up, Bendy?
Bendy from the Patreon, Autumn from the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So we let y'all know first that we were going to be coming on. Then Najee updated the YouTube community that we're going to be coming on. So I'm glad you guys are here. So what we decided to do instead of a specific thing, we had so many things that we wanted to talk to you guys about like 2 weeks ago that we didn't. We decided just to kind of compile them all,
Talk
get
about
them
everything.
all out there.
Say
Yeah.
it all. Yeah.
Get it all out.
Just have some good conversations about everything. So, this was Raina's idea, which is a great idea. I feel like we need to do these every once in a while just to like bounce around versus like focusing in on one specific case for so long.
Yes.
And this allows us to interact with you all, and if y'all got some videos and stuff that y'all find
Holy
interesting.
crap.
Um,
Click
oh
it.
wow.
Oh wow.
Oh man. Condolences, Latoya. Wow.
Latoya said, missed you guys too. Sadly, I've been MIA too. My brother was murdered 3 weeks ago today. I am so sorry for you. Today's actually a really heavy day for my family in general. This is the day that my Uncle Pepe passed, but also his birthday. So it's just, man, today is just like kind of crazy. And Natalie's father passed. But Latoya,
Yeah.
I am so sorry that you've had to deal with that. That's literally one of my worst nightmares. So I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But we're grateful that you're here, and hopefully this helps to kind of get your mind off of things and kind of just get through the night and get through the day, and you can come back and spend some time with us.
Yes.
So
Agreed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, horrible.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Madison.
Per usual, our community is so loving and awesome. Madison, my condolences to you and your family. Latoya, I pray you get justice.
Yeah.
That's what we watch this shit for, right? Like this is what we do all day, is to watch things like this because somebody's family member or something's happened that's an injustice in some way. So, or just taking someone's life in some way. So,
Yeah.
I hate that happened. It's just so incredibly sad. But we watch things like this every day, and luckily we've learned more and more and more about the right things to do, the right way to do things. When it comes to like the court systems, we're learning so much together as a community, and hopefully, you, like Madison said, you can get the justice that you and your family deserve for your brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that leads me to one of the things where someone may not have gotten justice. One of the first videos that we're going to talk about today is about a mistrial for the That 70's show actor who supposedly had some sexual assault accusations. But before we get into that, we got to make sure that we keep our videos going. We keep our lights on by shouting out our sponsors. Najee, you want to shout them out?
Yes. As you all know, we are sponsored by Built by Plants Supplements, right there on the side of the arena. See the sign in the back right there on my head and everything. That's bbpsubs.com. So we have lots and lots of supplements, vegan proteins, vegan protein powder, pre-workout if you're into training in a gym or just going hard, creatine, and then oh baby, pass me the nightcaps, please.
Oh, I
Pass
can
the
take those now.
nightcaps.
The nightcaps.
Yes. Tell
Do
them
you
about
want
those
to go to sleep
nightcaps.
as soon as possible? Possibly never wake up again? Take the nightcap. Yes, absolutely.
What?
Take as many as you like. You won't overdose. It's a joke. But I'm just
Wake
saying,
up never again? Golly.
never again in the day.
These things are so good. Raina can Raina can tell you a little bit about that. She treats them like they're candy. Have y'all probably heard me say before, like they're real regular gummies that you just snack on and then wonder why it's so hard for her to get up in the morning. The melatonin in them, they have just so many good benefits as well, just for good sleep. You know, I really just started taking melatonin like I guess like the last year or so, and it was working really
Probably
well.
because I wasn't letting him sleep. If I
So
can't sleep, you can't sleep.
yeah, so then I just started taking some, and I was like, okay, this works. So I was like, okay, well, we need to actually offer this to other people because it's beneficial. So
So about the nightcaps, it is oddly enough, it's only 2 milligrams of melatonin, which I don't get because I've taken up to 10 milligrams of melatonin and I'd be still wide awake doing cartwheels. But something about this one knocks me the hell out. It must be the passiflora extract at 20 milligrams because so my mother was taking this melatonin thing and it would taste it like donkey balls. It was so
oh
disgusting.
god,
I literally couldn't believe it because I was there for 10 days. And I was like, this is disgusting. And she said, well, oh, Autumn's, Autumn's about to be mad at you.
Autumn, no, no,
Hold on, let me finish
Autumn.
my story, but you better be ready for her because she's going to cuss you out. Anyway, so she said, well, it doesn't taste as good as Najee's because this has extra stuff in it. So I go and look at the back of her shit and it says passion fruit, purple carrot, some other. I'm like, that's the same shit that's in Najee stuff. She's like, oh, it is? I was like, yeah, and yours tastes disgusting. And she was like, ow. So buy BBP nightcaps if you want it to taste good and go to sleep.
It's the perfect name, right? Nightcaps. It's a great way to put a cap to your night. So yeah, they're at bbpsupps.com. Y'all can grab y'all some nightcaps and enjoy your night. I'm gonna only take one because these things they hit hard. All right.
Shit, I took two.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to go back to Latoya because I see some stuff in here. Latoya said, yeah, guys, it's a true doozy. I don't want to make it about me. You can't make it about you, baby. It's good. Like, we're all here together. We're a family. But my 4-year-old niece's mom is responsible or someone
wow.
she knows. It's all being investigated right now.
Wow. So his I guess the baby mom.
Yeah, or wife. I don't know. I hope you get justice, Latoya. Do you know why she would do something that horrible? Because bitches suck sometimes. I don't know why. Latoya said, Meg, thanks. We're waiting for answers that would justify it. They ain't no justifying, but I'm sure it's not going to be anything we accept. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because, fuck out of here. Anyway, Madison said, I use Zico gummies every night, so I'm going to have to test those out to support. Madison, I almost called her Maddie. Madison, you probably hate the nickname Maddie, but I am one of those people that makes everyone a nickname. I'm so sorry. But Madison, listen, if you try these out, you give us your honest feedback.
Yeah, for real.
Like, you don't have to, like, I feel like you'd be honest anyway. I feel like we've seen the guys end up mess, but like they didn't work. But let me just make sure I say it from my mouth to your virtual ears.
Yeah.
Be honest with us because we want to make sure that like we're supporting a good company. No, I'm just playing. Like we want to make sure that it's actually working. And sometimes we get people that are like, "Oh yeah, it's great," but like we really need to know. I honestly, truly love the nightcap more than any other product that we have. And then my second favorite product is the vegan protein frosty. That thing is the freaking bomb. So that's my other one.
Yeah, I was about to say, even still, I mean, like we can see if it works for you, we should say, because those things have me knocked out. And then Autumn. Let's go up there to Autumn. Oh, go ahead. Thanks, babe. Autumn. Just so you know, we are now supporting Canada's shipping. Okay, so we're gonna get
As in
that
today?
as in this weekend. So we're
Oh,
gonna
so not today.
no, I was about to say. So this weekend we're gonna get that shipping adjusted. So we'll be able to ship to anywhere in Canada, Europe as well, and then a few other countries. So we're expanding out. All right. So all around the U.S. obviously, and then Canada is next. So that'll be taken care of this weekend. So you'll be able to get whatever you need at the BBP.
Because, you know,
So
she was going to come for you if you
yeah.
didn't figure it out. Because she's like, y'all going to keep talking about these goddamn
Yeah.
gummies.
That's why I was like, okay, let me hurry up and get this fixed so Autumn can, she can reach, she can grab us up.
Toya said, ooh, I want to try those nightcaps. I need something
Yeah.
to sleep, especially now. I don't think, though. I know, poor
Yeah.
baby. Nefertiti!
What's up,
Hey,
Nefertiti?
baby girl.
Let me type that in there, baby.
Woo woo. Okay, guys, we're going to get started on the video soon. We're about 6 minutes past the time. We just want to make sure we got all y'all in. Try to make sure that we bring people in before we get started. Kind of make sure we're all on the same page. So I think that worked this time. Oh, Menage's typing something in there.
I'm just typing the site so y'all can just tap on the link in the comment.
Elcar!
What's
Sorry.
up, El Car?
We missed you, buddy. Where you been?
I don't think he was on the last one.
I know. You don't think so?
I don't recall.
I know. I'm saying I miss him.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's go. Oh, wait. Madison said, Maddie is fine.
Oh, cool.
Laughs. I go by both. And yes, I will 100% let you know I'm a frequent flyer to the sleep aids. Yeah, let us know. If you're a frequent flyer, then we might need to have Nightcap Extreme versus Nightcap.
I was thinking about coming out like there's a stronger, more potent one that we can add
For Maddie?
Yeah, for
the
good people. So.
You gotta have it for people that are like used to it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because I really don't take them. I do take them nightly, probably like about 4 times in a week. And usually only one because these things are strong. They hit hard to me at least.
I hear you, buddy.
You
All
ready,
right, almost. I just have to get past this
see what else is
moment,
up here.
and we gotta get started because we have a short live for y'all today. Mainly because I have to be at work in the morning. I'd like to apologize sincerely, Latoya. That probably wasn't appropriate to ask. Sometimes Rachel was. Oh, what happened? Go back up to Meg. Right there. Wait, down. Click that. Well, don't click it. Unclick it. Okay. She said she thinks it might be inappropriate. Sorry. Oh, Meg, you're so polite. I can't speak for Latoya, but yeah, you're really polite for just being aware.
Proactive.
Yeah, because personally, I probably would have asked too, because I'm much like you then. But I think it's really polite of you to even acknowledge that maybe you possibly, but I didn't see it that way. But it's not for me to say. I didn't see it that way though. But if Latoya did, then we gotta respect how she feels. Okay.
All right. Are you all ready to get into the show?
Oh, good. No, Meg, it's all good. I didn't think it was personal. All bitches be crazy, like Ray said. Okay, good. Because I was like, I didn't think it was too much, but she's so polite. Like, that's so nice of her to think that deep into it, because I personally didn't think it was, like, too much, but it's so nice that she even thought to, like, think about that. What a sweet, sweet human. Okay, let's get it started. Oh, shit, talking. Let's not get it started. Hold on. Okay, let's get started.
Okay.
Who is this? This seems like the wrong thing. Oh, I guess it's fine. Okay. All right, y'all. We're going to start with the mistrial of that 70's show actor, Danny Master something. Okay? Let's make
Wait, his last name Master?
Something. I don't know if it's just Master. I think it's Master something. Can you move this for me so I can make sure this is all on? And can you unmute that? Or I think it's not muted, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, great.
But first, in California, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge declared a mistrial in the rape trial of actor Danny Masterson after jurors remained deadlocked. Masterson was charged with forcibly raping 3 women in separate incidents.
His name is Master Son. The Master's Son. Remember in the that 70's show, he had a black father? Sorry.
But first, in California, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge declared a mistrial in the rape trial of actor Danny Masterson after jurors remained deadlocked. Masterson was charged with forcibly raping 3 women in separate incidents between 2001 and 2003. Law and Crime's Megan Cuniff was in that California courtroom, and she joins us by phone now. Megan, thank you.
Wait, they said 3 separate occasions?
Yeah, I just want to say something. They don't usually say forcibly R-word. Rosebud, hey girl.
What's up, Rosebud?
They don't usually say it that harshly. So that means that man really forcibly...
Let me see. Danny... Oh, I remember him. He was the one. Yeah,
he was the one that had the black dad.
He had the strong
hair,
sideburns.
The very strong sideburns. He was very funny and dry humored. He's also been in movies throughout the 90s and shows. He still looks very young. So this man got a mistrial for forcible.
How old is he? 46.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Let's go.
He's
46.
older. He looks great for 46. He was
that's the one.
He was 35 here. Okay, no, he wasn't. He was 30.
I was gonna say, I don't know about that.
But he was playing a 17-year-old. But anyway, yes. Wow. Oh my God. So we gotta go back. Okay, hold on. Hi. Thank you. Never TV always be on point. Shorty, she got it together.
Hi. What do you mean?
In the rape trial of actor Danny Masterson after jurors remained deadlocked. Masterson was charged with forcibly raping 3 women in separate incidents between 2001 and 2003. Law and Crime's Megan Cuniff was in that California courtroom, and she joins us by phone now. Megan, thanks so much for joining us. First off, was this decision a surprise to you and many in the courtroom with the judge declaring this a mistrial?
Hold on.
No,
Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. Don't do it.
What? What's up, mate?
Nothing.
What should you say?
I'm just trying to... Nothing.
You see anything? What?
Can you get back to this?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Rosebud?
Rosebud's in the building. What's up,
Our
Rosebud?
girl?
Oh, my God. Jonathan V. Oh, yeah, Johnny V. That's what we said we're going to call it. Johnny V is in the building. Johnny V. Did you get your vanilla ice cream? Oh wait, no, I think that's on the way. He said
it's coming tomorrow.
But did you get your nightcaps? I sent because he purchased quite a bit from us, so I sent them some complimentary nightcaps.
Nice.
Did you get your nightcaps?
Those should have. Guess who's back?
They should have arrived before the vanilla ice cream. So let me know if you got the nightcaps in. And yeah,
okay, back to click on Madison real quick. Down. Right there. The prosecution would have to rethink their strategy if they decide to refile it. Nefertiti. It's the one below. There we go. I remember when this first came out because besides Fez, Hyde was my favorite character. But so much stuff happens in Hollywood, it shouldn't surprise me. You know, it's very interesting. We do fall in love with these characters and everything about them. Like, for me, Shia LaBeouf is like the best thing since sliced bread. But Shia LaBeouf is out here wilding. I'm like, baby, stop. Stop acting so crazy.
I used to watch the show. I don't really care about nothing else. But
I was trying to say a point. The point is, we really do get like attached to these people.
I get that though.
Because we watch a version of them or several versions of them that we just like.
And we think that is them. Not realizing like that they're somebody completely different and they're just engaged in this little role.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Shia LaBeouf was with Rihanna. I just loved him. Leonardo DiCaprio, loved him because he was Rihanna.
What?
And yeah.
That's why you love them, because they were with Rihanna?
Anybody down with the swirl automatically goes up cuter to me. Like, good for you. Good for you for expanding your horizons.
Anyways,
I'm just saying. John said he did not get his nightcaps.
you get to nightcaps. All right, I check on the tracking order to see where they at for you. They should have arrived by now.
Yes. Well, all right, let's get back to it.
I get my protein powder manana. Cool. Cool deal.
Ready?
It definitely wasn't. I had expected this to be.
Now, Megan, thanks so much for joining us. First off, was this decision a surprise to you and many in the courtroom with the judge declaring this a mistrial?
No, it definitely wasn't. I had expected this to be a hung jury just from seeing the case and kind of just looking at the scene in the courtroom and Masterson sitting at the defense table. He's got his family in court. And as you know, a security guard remarked to me today, it was really just a he said, she said case. It was just a matter of the credibility of the victims. And then I think Scientology also played a big unknown in the trial, and it kind of muddied it up for prosecutors. So I think some people really thought that he was going to be convicted, but some people were also very invested in the Scientology aspect, and they know so much about the background of it that me, as kind of a casual observer of the case and as somebody who's seen a lot of trials, I was surprised at, frankly, how flimsy the case was. And I figured it would be an acquittal or definitely a mistrial because of a hung jury.
Well, do you...
Interesting. So even the reporter had no idea what the hell was going to happen.
Right fast, before we continue, we got 15 people in the chat. Can we get at least 10 of those likes? Let's get 10 likes up in here. We got 6. We need 4 more likes. Continue, babe.
Personally, you want this up?
Go ahead.
Personally, I have been lied on before. Severely lied on with like by people who've come together and made up their lie as a group and lied on me about something that I never even did anything close to. I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, come together, have dinner. Let's all say this lie together about Reina. Okay, cool. And they say the lie about Reina. So it's like, I personally struggle deeply with things that do not have facts behind it. Because it's just, this is not to say that the victims are not actual victims. And this is not to say that he is actually innocent or guilty. I'm just saying that as a person that's been a victim of people just lying for no fucking reason, I struggle with seeing shit like this and not feeling some type of way where there's like nothing that can corroborate it.
Yeah, no, I mean, when you're on the other side and you can like actually understand the opposite, the non, I guess, popular side, you know, like, then you immediately are more in line to not just see things as how the picture is being painted, so to speak.
Yeah, you're not easily just gonna jump for what people tell you. You're like,
you think about it a little bit more in depth versus just taking what's handed to you.
Exactly. Hey, Susan.
What's up, Susan?
Susan, I saw your comment a couple days ago. We missed you too, girl. And Chuckles.
Yes, I did see that. Yes. What I forgot what she said, but I did.
She said, "I miss y'all."
Yeah.
Missing you. Where the hell are you? Get your ass back up here. That's what she said.
We appreciate y'all coming in. Before we started the live, I was like, let's see if we still got our people with us.
Yeah. Meg. Oh, sorry, Meg. Thank you so much for your comment right here. This is what I was basically kind of getting to. You know, you want to be careful of like blaming a victim or saying a victim is lying, because that's also one of the worst things that could happen, right? I'm not familiar with this case, how much objective evidence is against him. I don't want to say a victim is lying, but I need more than she said versus he said. I know a girl who lied about that. Yes, a lot of us do. I have a sibling whose significant other lied and said that he had assaulted her, and then came out and finally admitted, okay, he didn't do that, I just was mad. And it's like, bitch, like, you could have got this boy locked up for the rest of his life. My brother. I've just seen some really fucked up shit. So it makes it not fair for the true people that go through things. In fact, I was having a conversation with my employees the other day. Again, I work in banking. Hopefully this works out with how I explain this. But I work in banking, and sometimes we have, not sometimes, we have policies and procedures. Regardless of what goes on, this is the policy and procedure. Or we have automatic, like, automation to our, like, teller system that requires certain identification. They just do, like, a certain review or whatever, right? Oftentimes, my employees will do a transaction. The transaction will come back with, we need more identification. We need a secondary identification or something like that. And the employee maybe not be great at explaining, or just might not be great at it communicating, or maybe they are good at communicating. Whatever the case is, they communicate it, and they're met with, "You're being racist," right? Like the customer says, "You're being racist" to my employee, and my employee is like, "I'm not being racist. This is just the rules." Like, their whole day's ruined, right? And then here I come as a black woman. I come and I talk to them. They're like, "Oh, maybe they weren't." But it's like, you take away the validity of when real racist shit is happening when you just go right to it every fucking time. Like, so it's like,
it's crazy.
Don't lie.
I was literally just talking about this. I don't know. I feel like it was earlier today, but it couldn't have been because today was so busy. I think it might have been yesterday. Literally the same exact like scenario what you just said, which is like when people misuse it. Now it's one thing.
It diminishes the truth.
Yeah, but it's like you can say. I think a lot of times when people say that, it's not so much about the racist thing. Sometimes it may be even that the person that they're talking to just don't like them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they may just not like you for sure, and you may feel a certain type of way, but that's not like a dictation or an indication of like how they feel about the entire race. But it can feel like that because that's how they're talking about you specifically.
Right.
And you're like, okay, well, why are you attacking me? Or why are you bringing that energy towards me?
It's like, no, because I don't fucking like you, bro. Like, I got nothing to do with your color.
and, you know, so it's just a tough situation. I got Johnny V just dropped a super sticker.
Hey, let me see the super sticker.
Let's get...
Click, pull it up first.
I the wrong horns.
Here, let me help you because you seem to be struggling, brother.
It's been a while.
You gotta click add to broadcast and then
it's been a while.
Boom.
Appreciate you, Johnny V.
Thank you, Johnny V. And Johnny said, I worked for a national bank also. I work for a national bank also. Awesome. Work. There's the update right there.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And then, ooh, Autumn.
Drop it up. Appreciate y'all.
Super sticker. A Shiba dog shaking his body from left to right surrounded by red hearts. That's what I love to see. It's actually really cute. Look at it.
Oh, in the corner. Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Autumn. Appreciate you.
I think we're going to go ahead and get back to the video, but I want to make sure we can acknowledge some of these comments. Thank you so much. Meg said, I'm not familiar with this kid. Oh, wait, we did that one. Madison, each day we are moving further away from the Me Too times, which is sad. Every day women are made to be liars. On the other hand, if you lie about being assaulted, you should be prosecuted in perjury. It's a fine line, right, Maddie? Like, it's like such a fine line because it's like, that's why I have a problem with the liar so much, because you truly take away from the validity of when someone's truly going through something. And especially if you're on a level of like high status where you're, you know, I'm just gonna say, like, I personally feel like Amber Heard is full of shit. So for me, Amber Heard
I still don't
has
know
lost her
about that
fucking
case,
mind.
except for like those clips that you showed me. Like, it was interesting. I just don't recall. Maybe, do y'all want to like revisit that? Because I still would be interested in looking at it. I know Reina was into it.
I watched every minute of that damn case.
During the time
I watched like I was getting paid to watch it.
We weren't doing any of the reviews at that time, but no. Touching on what you just mentioned specifically before we move on, with that situation, I feel like that should be what. So let's just say one person accuses another person.
Mikey
Committing something, right? Let's just say committing You know, RPAR. All right, reverse those letters. So if you accuse that person of
Why is there more than one R in there?
huh?
You said RPAR?
I'm gonna say EP.
I'm about to
I
say,
don't know.
like,
I'm
I
all
don't
over the
get
place.
it.
Anyways, you accuse a person of doing something to you, and let's just say that person that you accused was facing 20 years, and then it's found that they didn't do it. You should be put in that person's place on what they was about to take, and you should
Yes,
just do those 20,
Naj for
20 years.
president.
Because if you accusing a person, they life on the line,
Life on the
and
damn line.
they are innocent and about to be facing 20 years.
20 years.
You need to be partaking in whatever they were about to be sitting in jail, whatever jail they was going to, whatever
Something.
situation. You need to go ahead and handle that.
Just like those 911 callers, they're starting to actually have like consequences for you calling 911 and you knew you was bullshitting. Oh, you won't let my
You know
dog
what?
walk past you? I'm calling 911. I'm gonna say you're assaulting me.
I remember I called
It's like,
911.
what the fuck?
I was like 11. I was playing. I called 119 and it was still 911. I was like, oh shit. I
Good
thought I
job,
was joking.
baby.
And I hung up so fast.
Meg said, I hate when people throw around the false racist accusation. That's not okay. I really hurt someone's professional and personal reputation. Yeah, I struggle with that because it happens a lot at work. And imagine, I work in a mostly, like, I'm like the only black person where I work. Even like in the community. But every so often, like, black people come in and they like come to me like, yeah, she's being racist. I'm like, I don't think she's being racist. I think it's more like just that's the rule. So I have to like be there for the black people and for the Hispanic people. But then I also have to like be there for my employees who I love with all my heart. But like sometimes when the people that look like me are wrong, I have to like check them. But then I also keep an eye on my employees to make sure that there's no difference in level of service. Like, you did not greet that guy when he walked in. And you did ignore him. Like, so maybe you were, I have to have such an objective, unbiased way of looking at my team and at my guests, my clients, to make sure that I'm being the best I can be for both sides of them, while being unbiased with it. But I have definitely seen a multitude of times where I'm like, that was not racism. That was just the rules. Like, you can't just go. And I like people telling me you can't just go straight to that. Like, it takes away from the validity of when things really are that. And there's been times where I don't think it's ever racism necessarily, but like unconscious bias, where I'm like, you want me to look at his accounts to cash this check? Why? Well, because no, you're asking because of other reasons. Like, think about what's motivating these questions. Well, I don't like, right. So no. Process transaction. Sometimes that happens, like, and I have to teach people and coach them through it, but it's rare that I've never, luckily, I'm sure if it ever happened to me, they probably quit before I could really get going, but I've never had to see anything too aggressively crazy. Maddie said, a friend of mine went upstairs for
Upstate.
A friend of mine went upstate.
What the heaven?
A friend of mine went upstate. I started drinking before we started. For 4 years for violating probation on a public exposure charge because a girl lied on him when they couldn't prove it or had any evidence they still gave him time. Wow. That's the type of shit I'm scared of. Mikey.
What's up, Mikey? What's going on?
Mikey, we coming to Jamaica, bro. I'm not playing with you. We coming. And I don't know what you're going to do, but you need to figure it out. And host us. Exactly, Raina. That's why it discourages actual survivors. Amber Turd, as our woman, I don't complain. I don't claim her. Yeah, because that bitch is stupid. Oh, Nefertiti, Amber Turd. Call it forced hugs, Naj. In my opinion, Johnny had some moments too. I agree, Susan. I think that, not to go into the Johnny Depp thing, but I agree. Johnny Depp had some definite moments that were like, I don't know if they were reactionary, and I think reactionary is relevant to the conversation. Not necessarily it makes it okay, but it's relevant. Maddie said, yes, Naj, those women need to be charged with perjury and wasting the city's resources. Amber Heard needs to screw off lying and treating us like we're stupid. Fix. Rosebud said, in my 61 years of my life, I don't think I've ever treated anyone differently due to the race or gender. However, I can say I have treated some people differently because of their behavior. Rightfully so. All right, my loves. Let's get back to it.
Quick tip. Tap on the icons.
What?
You tap on the icons as opposed to having to hit down there.
Oh, okay. All right, let's get to click R for me. I'm going to back it up. We've been talking for a minute. We're going to back it up, and we got to not do that so much because we only have so much time.
But some people were also very invested in the Scientology aspect, and they know so much about the background of it that me, as kind of a casual observer of the case and as somebody who's seen a lot of trials, I was surprised at, frankly, how flimsy the case was. And I figured it would be an acquittal or definitely a mistrial because of a hung jury.
Well, do you believe the district attorney will refile charges now in this case?
I'm not sure. I've heard that it's pretty standard practice to do one retrial after a mistrial like this, but the vote count was so overwhelmingly in favor of acquittal. I mean, I'm not sure. I've heard that it's pretty standard practice to do one retrial after a mistrial like this, but the vote count was so overwhelmingly in favor of acquittal. I mean, the 2-10 in favor of not guilty on the first charge should be a huge sign. And they were able to get it down to 7-5 for the third charge. But that is not a good vote count for prosecutors at all. And the kind of saying is that retrials usually favor prosecutors because they're able to refine their case and they kind of know what the defense is going to do. But I think Phil Cohen said it well when he said he just doesn't see how it's ever going to change on this and how prosecutors are going to be able to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. And then there's the whole idea of it's such a long case and what we do to juries by, getting 12 strangers off the street and making them try to sort through this really kind of muddied case that seemed to have some kind of prosecutorial shortcomings here and there.
Well, Megan, this is very Hollywood. Do you believe his celebrity?
She's coming at the prosecutors really hard. She's basically saying that the prosecutors didn't really have a strong case and they just kind of threw some of the ball and hoping some shit would stick. You just had hearsay. You can't prosecute somebody off fucking hearsay.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know if he's innocent or not, but unfortunately, all we can go off of is like the facts. So if you don't have any evidence, unfortunately, that sucks. And the reality is that if you're coming from 2001 to 2003, and it's just a few of you with no proof, no one went to the hospital, no one had any other things, it's just makes it a little bit harder to make it valid. Hey, Bendy.
Status had anything to do with the jurors not being able to make a decision?
I'm not sure.
Let's back that up.
Well, Megan, this is very Hollywood. Do you believe his celebrity status had anything to do with the jurors not being able to make a decision? He's barely a celebrity.
He's like a C-list celebrity.
I'm not sure. I think it would definitely be a consideration. And if anything, I kind of wondered when I was watching the trial that if it would be a benefit for the defense because they could kind of, the jurors might see this as kind of, they're just going after a Hollywood celebrity, or the women are upset about, not being able to get the romantic date that they wanted. One of them had kind of alluded that to testimony, but there was also, really gripping, serious testimony about attacks that seemed, pretty genuine. But it was also, 2 decades ago when he was, in his 20s. He's sitting over there. He looks like a all-American married father. He's got his family there. It just wasn't a good scene for prosecutors in the courtroom, it seemed like.
Well, obviously, this was a very high-profile trial, and you've been covering this. What are your overall thoughts about this case presented by the district attorney's office and also the defense?
This dark-haired one.
I thought it was interesting how focused it seemed to be on Scientology, and I kind of wondered if there wasn't the Scientology aspect of it, would they have brought this case? And the prosecutor said yesterday that they don't think that they could do this case without mentioning Scientology, because even the judge ruled that it was very relevant to 5 areas of the case. But
Why is
the
Scientology
problem
important?
without being able to really give them a concrete idea of what Scientology is or anything like that, it kind of just became a big mystery for the jurors. And some people thought that it almost guaranteed a mistrial. So there was really kind of a reset by mass.
Does anyone know what the fuck's happening? Because I'm confused. Why?
Yeah.
Why is Scientology so important for this case that it must be communicated about? Because personally, I don't get it. Scientology mean like you can have sex with people without them wanting to? Like I don't get it.
I don't not doubt it. Johnny V, yes, we did get your super sticker. We greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what Scientology had to do with anything. I was going in and out anyways for a second there, so maybe they
Why?
said
Why
it.
were you going in and out? Why were you going in and out?
Because I was looking at the comments. I don't
That
know.
makes sense that you would write to a comment.
I just want to make sure you knew that we got the super sticker. You know.
Susan said, "Did you see there's accusations for Nick Carter? Backstreet Boys bro recently passed away. Baby, you don't have to tell me who Nick Carter is because I knew Nick Carter before Nick Carter knew himself. Okay,
I didn't know.
I used to love Nick Carter, and if Nick Carter's been out here acting a fool, taking things from a 17-year-old, I really just need to just give up on this world because it's just over." I don't know who's lying here, but I cannot support a conviction without any solid evidence. And his celebrity status doesn't really matter. He's hardly an A-lister. Exactly, Meg. He's really not that famous. It's not like the biggest Scientologist I know is
Will Smith.
John Travolta.
They say Will Smith is.
No, but John Travolta is like one of the biggest Scientologists I know. And he's definitely bigger than Will Smith. And John Travolta is like the Scientologist, like celebrity. I think even Tom Cruise is Scientology.
I think so.
Yeah. Miss T. Taylor, baby. I didn't even see you come in, girl. Did you say hello? Hey, mama. Maddie said Scientology is important in this because they covered it up. I'm not sure if he even did it. Rosebud said she's right though. It's not the defense job to prove him innocent before proven guilty. The prosecution has to show proof he is guilty. I'm leaning towards no, he didn't do it. Maddie said the plaintiffs are also pursuing a civil case against the organization for alleged harassment, stalking, intimidation. Nefertiti said Scientology has a lot of power. Sorry, I just told Najee that I've been drinking. I can't get words that well.
Why you whispering it?
Because I realized that they can see me whispering, so I might as well just say it all loud.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. So what is the evidence against him aside from everybody?
It just seems like they
saying they just said that they did it, and they're like, we're just gonna sue him.
Yes,
Or take him to court.
basically. How did you guys do Jessica? Oh. Did you guys do Jessica Groves on Patreon, or did you guys decide not to discuss her? Oh, that's the one.
We gonna.
Girl, I was.
Yeah, we was looking at.
I was looking through everything. Like there was one we were supposed to look for. We did not do Jessica Groves, Meg. We'll get her. Yeah. Don't you worry.
We'll do on Patreon.
Or not on Patreon. We might do it on here. I don't know. Tom
Isn't
Cruise.
Meg in the Patreon?
No, Meg's not in our Patreon. Nefertiti's in it. Bendy, Tennessee Sweetheart.
Because I think Autumn was the one that requested.
It's like there's a few more people. I can't think. But that's what they watched all the ones about the face eater. Guys, we did Patreon on the face eater, and it was wild.
Of those of you all that are interested in joining our Patreon, where we do live a little bit more often than on YouTube. So Patreon is prioritized specifically because we don't have to worry about getting hit with no copyright strikes or anything like that. We can just go live and just having a Patreon, have a good time. So y'all can join the Patreon. Right now it's only $8. It's Patreon.com/Naj and Reina. Want to put the link in that, babe, in the comments?
I can
Patreon.com
barely see
backslash
straight. Okay.
Naj and Reina. Just at the HTTPS. Golly. So y'all can join the Patreon, and that way you all will be able to get all of our lives. We leave them all up. We have a good time, and whatever requests you all want, we do it there. All right, so it'll be fun. Y'all enjoy it.
All right, cool. So let's get back to it. So let's get back to this video with this crazy man and whatever the hell he's been up to. We're almost done. We got 30 seconds left.
Masterson's defense. He had Tom.
Let's back it up a little bit, though.
Even the judge ruled that it was very relevant to 5 areas of the case, but the problem without being able to really give them a concrete idea of what Scientology is or anything like that, it kind of just became a big mystery for the jurors, and some people thought that it almost guaranteed a mistrial. So there was really kind of a reset by Masterson's defense. He had Tom Mesereau defending him originally, and apparently the defense approach was that this was a conspiracy against Scientology, and they were going to really focus on that, whereas Phil Cohen barely even mentioned Scientology outside of just presenting it as a huge distraction by prosecutors. And he really took the defense of, he was careful not to say that the women are just outright liars or bad people. He just presented it as they have their perception of what happened to them has changed over time because of all these factors. And I think he seemed to do a good job of presenting that defense.
Well, Megan, you did a great job breaking us down with that analysis there. Thank you so much.
Wow. All right. Well, let's get back to just us.
All righty. We dropped a Patreon in the chat for you all to join. Like we had a few questions or a few comments on it. So Johnny V says, "You're damn right I'm joining the Patreon." You're damn right. I appreciate it, Johnny V. Like I said, it's only $8. You probably don't gave that in super chat, so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Susan B says, "It's in your description too. Yes, it is. Patreon.com/Naj
Welcome back,
and Reina." Just clicked on it. Never done Patreon. Well,
Hey,
thank you
Patreon's
so much.
really cool for a multitude of reasons, Susan, because at least the way we want to run our Patreon, we really want to, first of all, we value all of you. Let me make sure that's clear. We value everybody, and we appreciate all of you. But we have to make sure that, our people that are in our Patreon are really given that attention that they deserve, because this is people that are consistently sending contributions to help us keep going. So we want to make sure that we get their thoughts first, their recommendations first, and we give them a little bit extra stuff that probably won't be on our YouTube. So if you've never done Patreon, hopefully you have a good experience with us, or you add other people on for Patreon, but you get to engage with us a little bit more and more consistently. So
yeah, and also it's basically it just gives you more direct communication. You can message us and we message right back. There's a Discord. If y'all know about Discord, basically that is a communication app, so to speak, where you can have different channels about different topics. You all can communicate with each other and go back and forth and have conversations, send each other videos, post things throughout the day. So it's really cool. It's like your own social media network within our community. So you better join our Discord by joining the Patreon, like I mentioned, which is $8.
Hey,
Nefertiti.
Nefertiti. Let me go ahead and do our
hit the
hold
horns
on.
for. Hit the horns.
Oh shit, I can't hear.
Why is Logan so slow? Hold on.
Hold on. I got it. I had muted this. Hold on.
Oh God. There we go. Oh, okay. Let me get that.
Stop. Let me do my me.
She does playing with us now. Really?
Nefertiti, thank you. We love you so much. And Nefertiti's part of our Patreon too. So
She is.
we got the
Thank
super
you,
love from
Nefertiti.
Nefertiti. We appreciate you so much. And you're beautiful and you're great and you're awesome and you're funny. I don't know where Marshmallow is, but he love you too. So Sharing my birthday monies. LOL. Here's my theory conspiracy tinfoil hat moment. I think he may have done something against the church and they are retaliating. It would not be the first time they have done it. Damn, sister.
That right there.
That's some shit to keep in
I think
mind.
he
And happy
may-
belated birthday or birthday.
Yes.
I
What
know
is
you're a
it?
Sag. I can't remember the exact day. I feel like I'm
Is it
failing
today?
you.
Did it pass? Is it tomorrow?
If it's today, I'm gonna freak out because today's my Uncle Pepe's birthday, and he passed. Let us know, Nefertiti, when was your birthday? But I agree with you.
She said, "Don't come for me, Scientologists."
Don't
Just in
come for
case.
me,
Just in
Scientologist.
case, right?
Just in case. Miss T. Taylor Baby said they do not believe in God.
Yeah.
They believe in science. Way to go, Nefertiti. We appreciate you guys. Any super chat really makes our day, but honestly, you guys have no idea how much it helps to keep us going.
Yeah.
It helps to keep us going. So it was Sunday. That was the 13th, 12th,
Sunday?
11th. December 11th.
11. Yeah. Oh, nice.
I don't know if I told y'all, but Sagittariuses are just a part of my world. My
Want to get on the
mother
rundown? No, for what you're saying. I'm saying you want to get on the rundown of what are your birthdays?
That was so
Oh,
funny.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So my mother is November 28th. My cousin is November 29th, Traja. My aunt is December 5th. I have one aunt on my father's side. Only one that's his direct sister. She's December 5th. Then my father is December 16th.
Yeah, rewind.
Okay, rewind. I have an uncle that's born today, December 13th.
My youngest sister is the 14th.
Right. Poo-poo.
And her mom is December 15th.
Right. So we have November 28th, November 29th, December 5th, December 13th with my Uncle Pepe who passed and died today. And then we have Poo Poo December 14th, Bunny the December 15th, my ex-grandmother-in-law December 16th, and my father December 16th. And then we have, who else?
Now, when she said that her uncle was born and died, when she said today, she means years ago. Because they may not know.
Yeah, he didn't pass today.
Not
he
like
passed
today,
about 20 years ago on his birthday.
Yeah. But yeah, it's literally like back to back to back to back to back to back. Somebody.
Yeah. Basically, Nefertiti, everybody was busy in March.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy
Nefertiti.
belated birthday. No, my uncle didn't pass today. Thank you for clarifying that. He passed, my Uncle Pepe passed like in 2000, I don't know. But it's been almost 20 years. So he passed on his 27th birthday.
2001, 2002.
Yeah, he passed on his 27th birthday. Or actually he was turning 28, I should say, 28th birthday a long time ago. So,
I just had to clarify the way that it sounded, but also the way that you said it made it seem like there was no like real, like no expression as if that you would give if somebody did pass today.
oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, let them know.
Meg said, oh crap, I forgot to join. I'll get to it. But more people might be able to discuss here. There's not a lot of graphic in the Grove case. And I don't think this is that. This is monsters which strike you. We can certainly, we were planning on doing Julia Groves. We just forgot. Like, we forgot. There were so many suggestions. We ended up just going to Patreon with the Face Eater and did a Patreon for the Face Eater. Like, for like 2 or 3 videos. So
Yeah, because some stuff, like, it works better for the channel on Patreon, so we don't have to worry about no strikes and stuff. Y'all will be surprised by what YouTube hit us with when it comes to certain videos that they're like, all right, you get this, you get copyright for this and all this stuff. I'm like, all right, we'll just put it on the Patreon.
I'm like,
so,
what the fuck? Why is this happening? So, all right, cool. Mikey, I'm illiterate to what y'all talking about. Don't worry, we're going to get you together, brother. Madison, Scientology also don't believe in the criminal system, so you aren't supposed to report to cops. You're supposed to report to the Office of Special Affairs within the organization, and they do nothing. What type of fucking Daryl Brooks shit is this?
It's like the streets.
Cool, I might try it. Thanks for the donation. Yes, Miss T Taylor baby. Thanks for being on our side, helping us.
Oh, wait, one sec. Johnny V, we greatly appreciate you joining the Patreon. Just joined 3 minutes ago. So congrats. Hit the horns for him, babe. Hit the horns for Johnny V for joining the Patreon.
Bicycle horn?
No. What? No. Below.
Oh, the DJ horn.
Yeah.
It's the first one.
Appreciate you, Johnny V. Well, I don't know what's going on with you, Shorty. Come here, let me see this.
Oh, okay. We gotta get back to the video. Let's get back to the video because we've been talking way too long.
What?
Actually, we're done with that video. We're gonna move on to the FedEx. Wow. Go. Can you go back to just? Okay. We're gonna move on to the FedEx driver accused of kidnapping, killing, and missing Texas girl. Why does everything happen here? Everything happens here.
Everything's, what do they say, bigger in Texas? Everything happens in Texas.
That's what no, I didn't mean to give you the toot horn. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Matt said she gave him the clown horn. I didn't mean to.
That was the horn with
I didn't know which horn to do.
The training wheels.
I just was clicking I was just clicking it. So, where's he at? Oh, God, I just lost it. Wait, it was just there. Where the heck did it just go? Oh, there it is. Your boy is officially a part of the Patreon family.
Dope.
For Nefertiti, happy belated birthday. All the love for little Miss Nefertiti. I didn't mean to fire the horn. Okay, y'all can take me up the horn. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give the baby the
I put the short key out, so just tap right there. Letter H. With the little,
I'm so sorry.
Tricycle horn.
Oh, you know this one, Meg? Oh, God. Meg said we're going to cry.
Huh?
Meg said we're going to cry about this one. I'm scared. Let's get to it.
Everybody, police say a FedEx driver kidnapped a 7-year-old girl and killed her. And they say that he confessed to it.
Wait a minute.
It just starts acting stupid.
Restart it.
So let's open up PayPal and see if we
hold up. Wait a minute again. Go ahead.
Get the money. So let's just wait for this.
Give us a sec. Let's get it rolling. Johnny V rolling at something. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, yeah, they're laughing at me putting the whatchamacallit on. All right, let's get to it.
Police say a FedEx driver kidnapped a 7-year-old girl and killed her, and they say that he confessed to. Welcome back, everybody. Police say a FedEx driver kidnapped a 7-year-old girl and killed her, and they say that he confessed to it after being arrested. Tanner Lynn Horner was arrested and charged with capital murder of a person under age 10. Police in Paradise, Texas, which is just outside of Fort Worth, say Athena Strand.
What the fuck is by us? Oh my God.
You said where?
Tanner Lynn Horner was arrested and charged with capital murder of a person under age 10. Police in Paradise, Texas, which is just outside of Fort Worth, say Athena Strand was reported missing on Wednesday and became the subject of an Amber Alert. Police told the media she got into an argument with her stepmother and apparently left the home. Her stepmother didn't realize she wasn't.
I'm sorry. Let's just pause this right now. This is like a fucking 5-year-old. How does a 5-year-old get into it with you and leave the home?
Leave the house?
She looked like a little fucking girl. How does a child get into an argument with an adult and leave the home?
And you let her, a 5-year-old. Even if
how does a child get into an argument with you? I'm talking about a fucking 5-6-year-old and leave the home. That don't even sound right. Like, where are y'all from?
Texas.
I can't even fucking take what I just heard. He just said out loud, the child got into an argument with her stepmother and left the home. Like, you got fucking bills you paying. Why would that woman let her child?
She probably didn't, she probably didn't really care about it like that.
How do you leave the home? I don't understand how a child can leave a. She looks 6 or 7 years old, bro. Like,
Well, they said she's 5. Even if she was double that, even if she was 10, 12. Like, that is crazy.
Hold on, I'm trying to bring it back. I just cannot even believe that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You can pull up the comments if you want.
Lucky Lady says, is Lucky Lady new? He never would have confessed if they hadn't caught him on the FedEx truck cameras. And nobody kidnaps a kid without bad intentions. Also,
Right.
Also, the kids lived in a shed for house repairs. Why do they have to live in a shed though?
Because they're obviously been abused.
They can't just like lay on the floor on the pallet or something. Like you got to put them in a whole shed. What type of stuff?
They obviously were abused. And the stepmother is a dumb bitch to lie and say we got into an argument and she like stepped out. Like, this bitch is 45. What are you talking about? This is a little girl. Like, how do you say comfortably that a child walked out
What type of argument?
of a house during an argument?
Wait.
Are you serious?
Wait. Was she saying that, just so before I continue, the stepmom and the stepdaughter got into an argument with each other?
Yes.
Or was she saying the parents got into an argument and she was just like, I don't want to hear it, so I'm going to go outside?
Bro is saying that the mother got into it with the 5-year-old. I don't know how old this child is. Why is my cousin calling me? Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Hello. Hey, cousin, how are you? It's okay. I'm just on a YouTube live right now, and you're on it too. Say what? It's so funny. Yeah, you want to say hi to them?
Hey, what it is?
What's up, Darius?
He said, hey, what it is. Where are you, Derek?
I'm in Kuwait.
Yeah, he's in Kuwait. He's serving our wonderful nation. Cousin, I'm so sorry, but I really need, I don't want to hang up on you, but can I call you back real quick? Is that okay? If I call you when I get off of this?
Yeah, I might be busy, but,
I'll text you.
okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, were you calling about the wedding?
No.
Oh, you calling about something else?
Yeah, I just want to say, hey, whatnot.
Oh, well, I'll take that too. Thank you. Okay, I'll call you back and I'll check in with you. I'll text you first, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my little baby. He's so young. He out there in the world fighting for our nation.
Golly.
My baby. I love my little cousin so much. He's my Uncle Pepe's son, the one that passed today.
Years ago.
He passed on this day years ago. Oh, Darius. I love him. He's so beautiful and sweet. Y'all want to see my cousin? Look at how cute he is.
If you don't stop this screaming.
Look how cute my little baby is. He's so cute. That's my cousin Darius. And that's our baby. He just passed, unfortunately. But Darius is alive. He's in Kuwait serving the military. He also works for NASA. He's awesome. He's my little baby. It's my Uncle Pepe's son. Oh, God. I feel so bad I couldn't talk to him. But I can't do it all at once.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to talk to him for a minute, I can.
No, it's okay. But it's, my baby.
When you talk to him?
No, my chest is hurting. Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay. I told him I love him.
All right, good people. So let's see. Everybody's saying that he's so cute. Oh, cute. Very cute. Okay, him or him. Okay. Um, gratitudes and stuff. All right, let's go back because we're only gonna start crying in a second.
I sure am. I'm so wait. Why you do that? I'm not ready.
Oh,
Get off my
I thought you was on
stuff.
the YouTube. I didn't know.
No, but I was still on my Facebook.
Girl.
My poor baby. I miss him so much. I'm gonna cry. I'm such a sensitive person. Um, that's my Uncle Pepe's son. He only has one son. My Uncle Pepe passed like 20 years ago, and he has one child. And Darius is my baby, and he's my baby cousin that I love so much. And he's a Leo just like me, and I just love him so much. And you love him too, don't you? You've met him quite a few times at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to make you love him. You have to say it, but
Yes, babe.
damn, dude, for Canasta hit me up with a job. I'm a corporate security investigator, so hook me up. Your cousin fine as hell, damn. Crazy. You were talking about his papa, and he called. That's so true.
Very true.
I was talking about his father, and that's my Uncle
very
Pepe's
crazy.
son. Yeah, you're
You
right.
should call him back, babe.
Why did he call me? Yeah, let me do my thing.
We'll have a good time. We're gonna kick it for a minute. You need to talk to him for a minute because that's some
No,
weird.
you're right.
That's a
some
very
sneaky,
weird
shit.
situation. Who mentioned that? Who said that? Rosebud. Crazy. You were talking about his papa and he called. That is very crazy because they haven't talked probably like since this summer. Before he went to was it Kuwait? But that's just wild that literally we just having a conversation talking about the birthdays and then he just called out of nowhere. They haven't talked in months. That is wild. Susan D says, "How you doing, Darius?" He can join our live. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start doing we're gonna start putting a panel up so y'all can join the YouTube live. Y'all can hop on if you want to have conversations with us about certain topics and things like that and just kick it honestly. Um so, one of the things we want is y'all to be able to come here and hang out and kind of remove yourself from your long day and just kick it, just have a good time. So, pretty soon, once I get the rest of the software figured out, we're gonna be able to have y'all up. And if y'all saw how it was when Raina was in Chicago and I was here in Dallas, and she was on the screen, I was on the screen. That's pretty much how it'll be, and it'll just be all of us on the screens in different sections. Let me see. Johnny V says he a Leo. Y'all know I'm not like big into like the zodiacs and stuff like that. That's Raina thing, but she would love to see this. She is a Leo, as she says, through and through. Meg says, "Oh, you're a Leo, Naj. What's your sign? I'm a Cancer. I am an Aquarius. My birthday is the 8th of February. Gotta say it like that. You know how they say January. You know what they say? The 4th of July. I am the 8th of February. Let's see. Let's see. Johnny V says you can message me on Discord with an update on that package, so I can keep an eye out for it. The nightcaps for the win. Yes. Okay, cool. You joined the Discord. Let me. I'm gonna get that checked out on my phone. Just give me a sec. What's going on with that? Let me take a look at that. Cool, Johnny V. Yeah. Johnny V says I'm the 11th of August. That's how you gotta say it, man. You gotta say it. Your birthday is a holiday. That's the day you was born. It's an important day. That's how I would say it. Yeah, I think that'd be fun too. I think it'd be cool so we can actually, connect and keep building this community up. And we appreciate y'all. Keep liking the video when y'all come in. Like the video. Make sure you all share it with somebody else that you feel will enjoy the topics that we talk about and just have a place to kick it, just to unwind, have a little wine or tea or water, whatever you're drinking, whatever time you're watching this. Coffee if you're watching in the morning, or maybe you like drinking coffee at night if you work at night, whatever it may be. So, yeah, let's see. Good to see. She is very much family oriented. Absolutely. Yeah, Raina is a very family oriented person. And like the way that she talks to her family, it makes you think about like think about priorities, you know what I mean? And like connecting and talking to the people that you don't talk to as much and that you should be prioritizing because, at the end of the day, you know, as they say, that's all we got. Family is all we got. Susan D says a panel is a lovely idea. New Year's Eve party. I like that. You probably don't start something, Susan. Susan D probably don't start something. Okay. Probably I'll I'll be the only one. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. We ain't going out to kick it nothing like that. At least, or actually, I think we do got some people coming to town. Um, yeah, one of my best homies coming to town. And then Miss T Taylor Baby says panel with a bunch of those little hands. Um, let's see. I'm a Cancer and my husband is an Aquarius. Nice. I think Miss T Taylor Baby said that's rare. Panel would be nice to hear people's voice. I'm very much an audio person. Cool. Yeah, I'm with it. I am with it. We can definitely do that. That'll be fun. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do that for New Year's. We'll see. We'll bring it in New Year's Eve with the panel party. Bendy says I'll be home New Year's Eve in my PJs. I'm always in my PJs. I always got the robe on. I need to buy some more robes. I just really like this one. My sister bought me this, I think last Christmas actually. Yeah. She bought me this robe, the Ralph Lauren, and I've been wearing it ever since. This thing is super thick. I just wash it like I just wash it like 3 times a week or something. Because I like the way that it feels and the smell when it's fresh. So probably more than that actually. Oh, Meg. Hold on, wait. We appreciate you, Meg. Thank you so much for the $3 super chat. Meg says, any other cancers in here? She is July 13th. It's July 13th. Meg says, is there any other cancers in here? Let her know. I'm bringing out the Hennessy for the new year. I don't blame you. I hear you. I hear you. I was always a big, well, in my younger years, should I say, right? I had this period of time where I was just wilding. Like a lot of people started drinking and smoking and stuff in high school. I ain't never do nothing in high school. It was after high school where I turned into the party kid. From like 19 to like 23, maybe 24. From like that 5-year gap, 19 to like 23, 24, I was wilding. Yeah, I couldn't say too much. It was just like I just had my drinks, my Hennessy and stuff like that. That was my thing. My marijuana, but I don't really do too much of that now. Now it's just wine. I love margaritas too, though. Let's see what else we got. Rosebud says panels are fun. You can even opt out with the camera if you're just in your PJs. Yeah, absolutely. Nefertiti says, Naj, you will be so proud of me. I completed my first day of drinking a gallon of water. What? Already, I think it's already feeling lighter. You get the horns. See, that's big time right there. A gallon of water. Do y'all know how much a gallon of water is? Right? Y'all know we vegan, right? So I was about to give the example of like picking up a gallon of milk. but we don't really buy the gallons. We buy the almond milk. But I'm sure a lot of you all have had the gallon of like cow milk or whatever. That big old thing, that is a gallon. Now, imagine drinking that of water today, like in one day. That's very challenging for a lot of people. So, super congrats, Nefertiti. That's big time right there. I challenge you all to give it a try. Try it if you don't believe it. Try it. It's challenging. But some advice for that, like for doing that every single day, make sure you're getting some activities in. I recommend everybody do strength training because one, is going to help with your longevity as we get older. We need to be building our muscles up, building our bone density, building all that up, and strength training is one way to go. And if it's not strength training, which I do think everybody should do at least maybe 2 to 3 times a week minimum, do some form of exercise, walking, swimming, boxing, jump rope, something. OMG, Meg, we share the same birthday. Meg and Rosebud got the same birthday. You close it up, babe?
I'm about to. Just give me 1 second, please.
Miss T. Teller Betty says, so everybody wants to do a New Year's a New Year's panel. I said we was going to look into a panel idea, so everybody wants to do a New Year's panel.
So I talked to my cousin. He had a PR in his deadlift, 405 pounds.
Dang, did he record it?
I asked. He did not. He is in Kuwait, so we're giving him a pass.
That'd have been dope.
He hit 325 on his squat.
I wanted to see that. Oh, wow.
205 on his bench. And mind you, he was 130 some pounds when he went to Kuwait. Now he's 162.
He over there eating.
Yes, my baby is getting big. He's 5'7", so he's not really tall.
That's what's up. He don't come back jacked.
I know. I was like, you gonna look fine as hell, boy.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of nerdy, so he's like, yeah, I'm gonna look good. He's like, I'll look really good. Like, I'll be pretty, like, pretty stacked. I'll be pretty stacked. Okay, so what's going on with
13th of July. So I'll be saying my birthday. Somebody asked, I forgot who it was. It might have been, I forgot who asked my birthday was, but somebody said, when's your birthday? And, I would say it's the 8th of February. It's not the February 8th. It's the 8th of February. That's an important date. So Johnny V said he is. So everybody's saying the number.
Is she the 13th of February, or is he the 13th of February?
Huh? No. He's saying she's the, so somebody said their birthday. Meg said that.
Meg, any other cancers here? I'm a July Leo, so I have a little cancer in me. Damn, my uncle 713, nanny 712, 714 my own day. Damn. It's a lot of freaking cancers.
Oh, let's get you though. Let's get them.
I love cancers. Talk about the most giving people, sensitive, emotional, but more so connected with who they are, but like very giving human beings. I love it.
Meg, thanks so much for the $2 super chats.
We gotta get to the. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you guys waited for me. We gotta get into this FedEx driver though, unless you have. Ooh, I'm the 11th of August. Let's go. That's a Leo.
We appreciate it. Thanks so much for the super chats and the super stickers, everybody. Yeah. So, Johnny, yeah, that's how it kicked off. I think Johnny V was saying he's a Leo. I was like, oh, Reina, I'd love to hear that. All right.
All right, let's get to it.
Welcome back, everybody. Police say a FedEx driver kidnapped a 7-year-old girl and killed her, and they say that he confessed to it after being arrested. Tanner Lynn Horner was arrested and charged with capital murder of a person under age 10. Police in Paradise, Texas, which is just outside of Fort Worth, say Athena Strand was reported missing on Wednesday and became the subject of an Amber Alert. Police told the media she got into an argument with her stepmother and apparently left the home. Her stepmother didn't realize she wasn't in her room until a while later and then called 911. After a huge search, Athena's body was found days later, 11 miles from her home. Police found out that Athena went missing right around the time that Horner was dropping off a package for FedEx in front of the house. And authorities say Horner didn't know the Strand family before this.
Wow.
He's in jail on $1.5 million bond. On Facebook, Athena's grandfather said that he forgives the alleged killer, posting, "There's not 1 ounce of my flesh that wants to do this or say this, but my spirit has heard God's voice, and right now, while tears flood my eyes, I declare publicly that I forgive this man."
Thanks.
Shut the fuck up.
It really bothers me when people just be like, I guess they
I
feel like it's the
forgive
right
you.
thing to do, but like, I don't give a damn. You do something like that to a child,
To my child?
ain't no goddamn forgiving. Even to that damn child, like a child that I don't know. First off, we receive all the damn time, all the damn notifications anytime someone, was it the Amber Alerts? Anytime something's happening in Texas, they like, it's nonstop. The alarms on your phone, the
Right.
yellow tape. So you see it all the damn time. But, and you're a good person, but like something happened like that where just for no reason, literally coincidence that he just happened to be delivering a package and she happened to be coming outside and he grabs her up and murdered, like, unalives a child for no reason, literally absolutely no reason, ain't no forgiving. I'm sorry. Some people don't deserve
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, there is no forgiveness to that. Like, my child,
Some people don't deserve
right
that.
away, like, maybe like 10 years down the line. Like, you know what? I forgive you. But, like, this shit just happened? No. I don't forgive you. I hope you burn in hell. And I hope they rip you apart and then rip your corpse. That's what I hope.
And it's like it's almost seems as if like they do it and they say it as if they gotta say it or
Like,
do it.
I ain't gotta say
part of yeah, like no, I ain't going on, babe. Like no, you know, like they. You know, it's just very interesting.
I'm sorry. I was so hungry. I didn't even think about you.
I see. Shows.
Miss Steve Taylor Bay said UPS gotta pay for this.
Man,
FedEx.
UPS, Amazon, all of them. That's crazy, man. That's just wild.
It's not the same. It's just not that. Okay. Hold on. Let's get back to this crazy little weird fuck.
Police commented on the strength of the community during a news conference.
This community does not like losing our children. And we could see it because of all the people who came out and helped us throughout this ordeal. It was most meaningful what the citizens did because we have a close-knit group of folks here in Wise County. And it's our pleasure to serve these folks in Wise County, the Rangers, the FBI, and the Sheriff's Office. We're glad that we've had this opportunity, but we're just sad that it didn't end the way that we would hope that it would end.
Terry, it's pretty remarkable that the grandfather says that he forgives the killer, but from a legal perspective, do you think that that statement could impact the case in any way?
You know, it actually could. I'm surprised to hear someone say this early in the case that they forgive the killer. You go through a range of emotions from denial to anger to sadness. But when you make a statement like that, it could ultimately impact a jury. And if that jury heard the statement, and chances are a prospective juror might hear that statement, then it could affect their deliberations. And this is Texas, and this is a death penalty state. And they could very well spare his life thinking that they don't want to punish the individual even more than the family might want to. We still have not heard, however, from the rest of the family. This is the grandfather. Perhaps the parents might feel a little differently, but I do think that kind of comment could affect the jury at the end of the day.
I'll tell you, that's not a comment you hear very often in these kinds of cases. Brian,
Yes,
I'll turn it
you
over
do.
to you. What about FedEx? Could they be on the
from
hook for
black people.
damages in a case like this? I mean, he was their guy.
Absolutely. That's wild, man. That's tough.
Rosebud.
What?
There have been several women who have come forward with allegations of sexual assault by this FedEx driver, but he has never been charged. Some never told anyone. Well, they told somebody to be some. Damn. So this man has a record. Nefertiti said, I hate that religion makes them feel they have to say this. I'm not forgiving you ever. If you die before me, and even if I'm old, I'm taking my old ass to piss on your grave. I don't know why. She always makes me laugh. Meg said, I think they want to forgive for their own sake and soul, but I don't think they could have forgiven so soon. I couldn't imagine doing it.
What's the point of it, though? Like,
right?
No, wait,
even
like,
if I forgive you, why I gotta tell you?
Like, I do understand the concept of saying, like, if a person has done something to you directly or whatever, you're saying it not for them, but for yourself, so that you're not holding that anger within inside of yourself. But at the same time, like, and maybe because that person is older and maybe they've experienced some situations in their life, and they you know, they have a deeper level of thinking than, I don't know, maybe that we're able to comprehend at the present moment. But like, to even vocalize that while the parent is probably still grieving, and like, so many people are affected, like, that's, I personally don't think that needs to be said directly.
It's also now. Like you said, it's inappropriate, because look what the repercussions could be. The repercussions could be that the jury's like, well, the family forgives him, so maybe we shouldn't kill this man.
Can you scroll up a little bit, babe? Somebody said something about like that he didn't try to hit her, but he also broke her neck or something.
Yeah, I saw that. Friday. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. I know you probably acknowledged this already. This was supposed to be in an Aquarian space. 5th of February is the day. Oh, yes.
Power to the Aquarius.
I'm only supporting the Aquarius because Najee's one, and I sort of like him.
Your brother.
My brother is just my brother, regardless of his sign. So he could have been born any day.
But he was born the best day. Or
he was born the best day.
Month, shall I say.
There have been several women who come forward with assault allegations of the sexualism.
I think it was before that one.
Okay, almost there.
Right there. Lucky lady.
Lucky lady. I had this one up. She said, he said that he accidentally hit her, but she was fine. But he still tried to break her neck and then strangled her, even though she wasn't hurt after he hit her. What a fucking gross ass person.
I just don't understand that. So, like, you accidentally hit her. Okay, shit happens, right? And then she's fine. What do you mean by fine? Like, still alive? Or you mean, like, fine?
She's just like, bleeding a little bit.
Like, what's your definition of fine?
Fucking gross. Let's get back to this video because we got a couple more minutes before it's over.
Absolutely. So my understanding is that he was a freelance worker for FedEx, but he still went through the same interview process. So the question becomes, what is your interview process? Sure, you said he had no criminal record, but do you dive deeper into understanding the people that you're going to put literally on other people's doorsteps? Whether or not they're going to get sued, I think it would behoove FedEx to reevaluate how they interview and how they hire people, because at least in this community, I don't think they're going to be trusting FedEx vans pulling up to their front yard or their front door anytime soon. Something's got to be done. Now, if there is a problem in their hiring process, either something that they missed that's already outlined in their own steps that they need to do, or their practices are just out of date and not that good, that other places like UPS or whatever might find better ways to interview, that could also be a problem.
Yeah, maybe a reevaluation is necessary in this kind of case.
Wow. Absolutely. Any other thoughts about this one before we move on to the next video? Because this is some wild shit.
No, I don't want to talk about this fool. But yeah, no, they do need to probably take a look at some sanity tests or something like that, or
what?
Sanity.
I mean, we're talking about delivery drivers. It's like you wouldn't think that you need to do all that. Just drop off the fucking box and drive, bro.
But people use all type of opportunities to fulfill whatever retarded desires they have.
I'm sorry, Miss T. Taylor Bailey, Brinks is different. That's cash money, baby. Brinks is an actual like cash safety. Like they deal with large amounts of money and bags of money.
Aside from
Absolutely, but FedEx,
aside from like the
you're delivering
money,
soap.
they also have the ability to have a gun on them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And not just here in Texas, this throughout the states.
Everywhere. This
you know,
is safety.
like,
So yes.
yeah, like Texas, basically anybody have a gun, but like,
but Brinks is everywhere, and they're armed security for sure. Go ahead.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's move on to the next one. What's the next video, babe?
Meg Green, I just want to acknowledge a lot of your comments. You've been making a lot of comments. Just some perspective, I didn't forget because she did deserve it or I owe it. Wait, I missed it. Where'd it go? Just some perspective, I didn't forget because she deserved it or I owe it. But to move on, not be constantly consumed by anger and hate. It'll eat us alive. I agree with that, Meg. Thank you for that. That's so true. Sometimes just not learning how to let go of things can consume you. But I would say that right away, being able to say, I forgive you as the grandparent right away without understanding the consequences of your comments and the whys behind your comments. Like, why do you need to say this? Like, why is it important to say right now?
What you said specifically earlier, which was, why does it need to be public to everybody?
Right.
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But why do you feel the need that you got to say it to the world?
Right.
Like, just let it be about how you feel versus broadcasting it to everybody. I love how you
hold the mic. Like, let me make sure y'all hear me.
No, because seriously, it's like, if that's how you feel, that's completely fine. If that's really what's on your heart and what you really feel, like, sure, say that to yourself and maybe your local, people that you interact with daily. Not to the world, for everybody to see and, be exposed to. Because the parents probably don't agree with you.
If they did, they would have said it.
Yeah. So. Leave it alone.
All right, guys. This next one is the boy in the box mystery solved 65 years later after slain 4-year-old boy is found. It's kind of wild. Boy in the box mystery solved 65 years later after slain 4-year-old found inside of a box in Philadelphia. So this is 65 years old. A murder. They thought the boy was lost or something, but they finally have found the boy and solved the murder 65 years later.
Damn.
It's fucked up.
Whew. The boy will be 69.
Right. Let's bring this down some. So everybody can see Oh. Hold on. I'm just getting us our comments correct. Guys, if you're coming in, thank you so much for your Snapchats, your super chats, and all your love. Make sure you guys are liking and commenting when you come in so we know that you're here. Lucky Lady, before we get started, we're going to do her last comment. She said, I would tell him I forgive him just so I can move in for a hug and then shank him with a pencil in court. Girl, you must be like me. She got to be a fire sign because that's some shit I would do for sure. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. Don't forget, you guys can join our Patreon and we can discuss some things there. We are committing to our Patreon at least 2 to 3 times a week. It's very important for us to kind of get a good schedule with them. And then YouTube, we're going to try to do at least, no matter what, at least once a week. So we don't burn out. Because we want to make sure we can keep giving you guys good energy, good love, and everything that you deserve. But Patreon, we got to make sure we stay in there as well. So that's where we'll be the most. Okay?
Concurred.
Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, God. It's doing that thing. Hold on.
Let's check it out.
There we go. Are you gonna read it or just gonna?
I would tell him I forgive him
Oh, we
just
just
so I
read
can
this one.
move in for a hug and shank him. The pencil and
We just
cord.
read though. You never remember that?
No.
All right, let's go to the boy in the box.
65 years after a little boy was found dead inside a cardboard box, police finally have an identity for him. Philadelphia authorities announced Joseph Augustus Zarelli was identified using DNA as well as genetic genealogy techniques. Joseph was just 4 when investigators say he was beaten to death. The most recent process to identify him started in 2019, when authorities exhumed his body and used the modern DNA analysis to try and find family members. They were able to track down his mother and father, who are now dead, as well as a few living siblings. Despite pleas for people to come forward with information when the boy was found in 1957, police eventually ran out of leads. Their only clues were the boy's naked body wrapped in a...
Y'all see that? That's him beaten. That poor baby. Oh my God.
Pleas for people to come modern DNA analysis to try and find family members. They were able to track down his mother and father, who are now dead, as well as a few living siblings. Despite pleas for people to come forward with information when the boy was found in 1957, police eventually ran out of leads. Their only clues were the boy's naked body wrapped in a cheap blanket and put into a box that once held a bassinet.
Wow.
The boy appeared to be malnourished, and his body bore the signs of recent and past trauma. In his very short life, it was apparent that this child experienced horrors that no one should ever be subjected to. When people think about the boy in the box, a profound sadness is felt, not just because a child was murdered, but because his entire identity and his rightful claim to own his existence was taken away.
Wow.
Dina, can you tell us more about how DNA advancements are helping solve cases like this?
Yeah, this is a perfect example because of the number of years that has gone by. No amount of investigative witness interviewing would have discovered this. But the DNA was able to identify him, and perhaps it might lead them to if they find the killer or find out what happened. Perhaps there was somebody else's DNA that was also left on the body. That would be really hopeful because I think not only do they want to identify him, they really want to find out exactly what happened and how he died.
And of course, this case is not solved as yet. So Terry, what's next for the investigation? Is finally finding out how he died, by whom? Is it easier to find out this than to find out his identity?
Well, you know, now that they have his identity, I think it will make it a little bit easier to find out exactly what happened. We may not have DNA evidence of the person who killed him or the people who killed him, but we can now, with a name, trace back his life. And that's where that footwork, that investigation is going to come in. He is the son of 2 different people. Now, even though they have already died, we can go back and look at what kind of life this child had. And the evidence and the information that we have so far is that he had bruises, his body had been battered and beaten, not just at the time of his death, but apparently he had older bruises in his body. So I do think that the footwork is going to be done here. And if in fact the siblings or some other relatives are still around, they can be interviewed, and perhaps they have information that can lead the authorities to some additional information. So that identity is critical. Thank goodness we had that DNA identified, and hopefully one day soon they will be able to determine what happened to this young boy. It's a tragic case, and it's a horrible way to go. 4 years old. It's just really tragic.
Absolutely, but we're glad that some answers were made. Dina, Terry.
Damn. Shit.
That's wild. That is wild.
They're saying too bad his parents died before they faced justice, but I'm starting to think I don't know, because they're saying he's had bruises for like a lot of. It's clear he had older bruises.
Yeah, they probably were the ones.
We don't know.
Abusing, possibly.
Yeah, we don't know, but
Yeah.
We might be thinking, oh, his parents died before they could know what happened to their son, and they might have been the ones to get the son out.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
all right, Johnny V, have a great night. Yeah, that's wild. That's why at 4 years old.
Here's how we're gonna stop making it.
Sorry, guys.
Mute it.
Mute it. Thank you.
Susan D says, breaks my heart for any family dealing with a missing child. Makes me think of cases I hear about now that it could be that long.
Hey, Miss T Taylor, baby, I don't know if his eyes gone.
It looked like it.
But
It definitely looked like it when the beating images. Yeah.
Or it was just closed. I don't know if it was gone or closed.
Yeah. Marie Meggs.
Oh, you asking me? I'm so sorry. I heard about the boy in the box because of BuzzFeed Unsolved. Wonderful, he finally has a name. I think that the Lady of the Dunes and the Somerton Man was just ID 2. Wow. Sheesh. It's crazy. I'm pulling up the next video while Najee reads.
Who the actual hell beats a 4-year-old to death? What could he have possibly done? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Not a damn mother thing. Too bad that his parents passed before they faced justice. Not just beat, but also not feed him enough.
Right. So you starve him, you beat him, and then he dies. Great. Great job, guys. Fucking idiots.
Bendy says, how could you do that to your own child? I just don't get it. Miss T. Taylor Baby says, he was abused beforehand. Or beforehand? Question.
Yeah, beforehand.
Wow.
Before he was murdered and before the incident of his situation, he was being abused.
Meg says, okay, I realize that there's no one who have been definitively accused, but I bet it was his parents. He was abused and neglected for a long time, so I'm saying it was them. Part 2 of Meg. But yes, I know we need to wait for objective evidence as to who is guilty. I'm just heated. Yeah. Lucky Lady says, the fact that it took so long to identify him makes me think that his parents were involved. Otherwise, they would have been looking for him. Good point.
For real. And 65 years of no reports of a missing child? Like, come on, y'all.
I wonder when did they pass, or at least the first one. Nefertiti says, eyes are usually the first to decay. Oh, wow.
Sheesh.
Susan D says, R.I.P. Joseph Augustus Zarelli. May you be surrounded by love.
Was that his full name? You know, Susan always comes with the facts. Damn. Joseph Augustus Zarelli. Wow, poor baby.
Rosebud says, statistically, most abused children who are killed usually happens right at school age. The abuser fears the child will talk. Wow, damn. It is all so terrible.
That is so terrible.
Miss T. Taylor Baby says, I'm leaning towards mom and dad.
Trying to get my next video up. That's it. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was getting on to your shit. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up with last video before we get off, because Naj and I have to be at work in the morning. Can you go back? Okay. Naj and I have to be at work in the morning. So we'll go ahead and get something going there for you. Nope, we're not ready yet. Okay, I'll tell you when we're ready. All right. So this next video, let me pull it up for us. It's going to kind of change up the vibe, thank God. So this is going to be a court cam. Judge loses his patience with a stubborn, sovereign citizen. Kind of bringing us right back to what brought us all together, Mr. Daryl Brooks. Okay. But this is a sovereign citizen video. We're going to wrap it up with this one. And I think we did good with kind of having a large array of different videos where we got to give our opinions on what is going on. So let me see if this is working. Nope, it's not. Jesus. It's always being such a little bee. All right, let's go ahead and get it going. Court cam judge loses his patience on stubborn sovereign.
Next, we're in Charleston, West Virginia for a pretrial hearing.
Henry T. Eldon.
She got her ass facing him.
T. Eldon. Henry T. Eldon.
Henry T. Eldon is in the courtroom, but he is refusing the magistrate's order to come forward to the defendant's table.
I have called him thrice. I have no response. Get up here in this seat right now.
That's right, the judge called him thrice. Eldon is facing multiple charges, including fraudulent official proceedings and fraudulent service of indebtedness related to falsely filing claims with the court. Today he's joined in the courtroom by a friend who's recording the proceedings on his cell phone and getting involved himself.
I'm a witness, okay? Okay, what I'm saying is he is present, and he's chosen not to step up there. He's asking not for an appointed lawyer. He doesn't need an attorney.
So you're acting in the capacity
I'm not acting. I'm a witness. This is American National.
American National.
American National is another nod to the sovereign citizen movement that both he and the defendant identify with. Eventually, Eldon does respond to the magistrate, Ward Harshbarger, but still refuses to come forward.
The court reporter has to be established before anything can proceed.
Well, okay, well, get up in your seat now, and we will wait for that. You have some preliminary thing.
We're all waiting for the court reporter to be...
Do it now. All right, this is State versus Henry T. Eldon Jr. Mr. Eldon, I need to have a seat at the defendant's table.
For the record, I'm a witness.
Sit down. You sit down and not say another word.
Seemingly getting more
Wait a
aggravated,
minute, I'm sorry.
the
I'm sorry. Your friend about to get you fucked up, brother. Shut up.
Shut your ass up, boy.
That's the problem with the sovereign citizens. Y'all talk too much. Like, you talk too much. You don't gotta tell everybody what you doing. But you just love to just tell everybody what's happening.
American National.
American National. Like, what the fuck are you talking?
You know?
I mean, I just can't. So guess what happened to me recently? Recently, I've had 2 Facebook pages. One from when I was younger, and I just made a brand new one to like have more of my adult people that align with who I am better. But I've been logged into the old one lately, and I don't know why, but the old one got a sovereign citizen supporter and person. And this man saying everything. I'm like, yo, this man's like Daryl Brooks. Oh my God.
Are you Ladero?
Like, he literally is like
you are
Daryl Brooks. Like,
of Ladero.
Like, the man said, how do you know African Americans are really African Americans? Because we're the slave slips. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, brother. Like, I was like, this is crazy. So anyway, the man is like, wow.
Wasn't one on the Santa Maria
Listen, the man's wild. So long story short, he started saying shit that was so Daryl Brooksy. I'm like, I've been watching this man really go in lately. So I've been struggling with this shit. It wasn't just Daryl. There's a whole community out there.
Talking about jurisdictions.
Yes, he really was talking about jurisdiction. Like, which county has the jurisdiction to demand I have a registration for my license plate? Why? How you driving then, sir? You had a state driver's license you abided by. How you driving? I don't understand. All right. Meg said, Jesus Christ, these services are just pains in the necks, overgrown toddlers, but that's an insult to toddlers. Facts. All right, let's get back to it because we got to go to sleep.
Magistrate turns to his courtroom deputy for assistance.
Would you get Mr. L? Can you show me where the seat is, please?
May I have permission?
You may have a seat right there. You may have a seat right there.
Eldon finally gets up to the stand before the judge, but it won't be for long.
You are going to be held in contempt.
All right, Mr. Ellen, can you just stand up for me, please? Turn around and place your hands behind your back, if you would.
And who are you? And do you have a warrant, a signed warrant?
I do not have a warrant. I've just been made aware by the judge that he wants me to take you into custody for obstructing judicial process, okay?
But before the magistrate had the defendant arrested and cuffed, he pulls a final move out of every parent's playbook and counts to 3.
1. Have a seat. Have a seat, please.
I would like to speak, and I have information to present. I don't know how I'm instructing.
Last warning.
You won't comply
Get in the
with what he's
seat
asking
and
you
we'll
to do.
Again,
proceed.
locked in a stalemate, the magistrate decides to just get down to business.
How do you plead?
I would like to see your oath of office. I'd like to see your letter accepting and acknowledging your office. And I would like to see the same for the prosecutor.
How do you plead?
You know the names of everyone in this room. I need that before I understand what's going on, sir.
So the answer, and I will answer for him, is not guilty. Okay?
I haven't made any plea, nor should you make one
All
for
right.
me. I don't accept that.
Okay.
I don't accept anything that's
whether
happened
you
here today.
accept it or not.
I did
Mr.
not,
Allen.
in your own
You
position.
may escort him out. Court is adjourned.
The court wouldn't confirm the details, but according to Eldon, he did not appear for his next court hearing and was arrested on a bench warrant and served 2 weeks in jail. He also says the original fraudulent service and fraudulent official proceedings charges against him were later dropped.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Interesting.
What a fucking goofball. I do not agree with the not guilty plea.
Well, how do you please her?
Like, either you say it yourself or I say it for you, buddy. Like, what is wrong with you?
It is your call. You have the floor.
What a goofball. Well, anyway, guys, that is it for us tonight. I am glad you guys came back to see us. It's been a minute since we've been on, so I'm glad to see you guys. We'll be making sure to come back. I think we'll come back once another time this week, right? Today's Tuesday. So we'll certainly come back at least Saturday or Sunday of this week. So just let us know if you have anything you want us to watch. If you're in the Patreon, that's going to go first. Let us know. We went back a couple of weeks, so if whatever is relevant for now for us to cover, let us know. We still want to do Julia Groves for sure, so we can still do that for Jessica. Oh my God, I know someone named Julia Groves.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Jessica Groves. Anyway, so we'll do the video on her as well and take it from there.
Yes.
So thanks for these super chats, guys. You really help to keep us going. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but we've been kind of safe on the internet. Where's some wood?
It's a big ass table right here in front of us.
Is this wood?
Yes, very much so.
Anyway, we've been safe. So, thank you for the super chats. We have been upgrading our internet. I'm glad we were able to see the fruits of our labor there. So let us know if there's anything else that you guys think we can do our videos on. check out the Patreon, subscribe, like, comment, and just let us know in the comments below if there's anything else we can do.
Yes, yes. So we're going to hop off of the video, and please make sure to leave a comment once the video is actually posted, once we hop off, so that way it can get a little bit more exposure, and we appreciate that greatly, because the likes stay. We all like the video, that stays on the video, but the comments do not stay. All the chat, that don't stay. It'll show a live replay, but it won't show on the actual video itself. So please make sure to like the video now before you exit, and then also leave a comment once we are off. All right, greatly appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining us and having fun, having a good time, having a good conversation. This is I know out for a lot of people, you know, some entertainment, and just also just some, you know, just a way to wind down on a long day and such. So we appreciate you all for kicking it with us.
Lastly, Latoya, we're keeping you in our prayers, and
yes.
I know you don't want to make it about you, but we would appreciate if you're comfortable with kind of giving us some updates about what's going on. So
yeah,
we love you. We did not have any moderators this day. That's crazy.
Miss Taylor Baby, I believe she is one of our moderators.
Miss Taylor Baby's not one of our moderators. It was show right there. You better make her one.
Okay, I think we gotta add Miss Taylor.
And Autumn Rain.
Autumn
is not one.
What?
Yeah, you dropped the ball. I told you to make Autumn one a while ago.
I could have sworn they were.
Yeah, make our babies, show them what's up. Yeah. So anyway, guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back soon. But if you don't see us, happy holidays. We love you, and thank you so much for all that you do.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night. Peace.